now we'll go to the characters. So we'll go in the same order as before. Sam, who are you playing today?
I am playing Captain Hans Olo, and he is a halfling rogue. And a brief description of him is that he is a smuggler hired by Lunk to help rescue Princess Lula. He commands the ship, the Centennial Falcon, with his a halfling vessel with his first mate, Louis.
Mm-hmm. I think you'll find that is truly original. Nothing is ripped off from anything. This is a truly original adventure with no ties whatsoever to anything that might be to do with what date today is in the slightest. I believe it was Hero up next.
Well, I will be playing the dashing and debonair Princess Lula. She is a half-orc druid, very beautiful and very entitled.
She is. Again, no characters or anything were copied from anything out there in production in the slightest.
You want to get sued?
Right. Come on now. Okay, Victor, who are you playing?
I'm playing Louis, the halfling ranger, the first mate of the Centennial Falcon and close friend to Captain Olo.
Okay.
A bit shorter than you'd expect, so to speak, but...
I don't know what you're talking about. Are you referring to something else?
Well...
These are original characters. Come on now.
All right.
And last but not least, even, who are you playing, Soranus?
My name is Lunk. I'm a half-orc fighter. I was born an orphan. Only had myself. However, gotta be good to people if you want favors. So I tried to be good to people, try to make sure everyone is alright. Of which, I joined the Storm Guard to see if I can make a name for myself. Well, they weren't what they were cracked up to be, so I quit, and then found Captain Olo and Louis, and seemingly there is a princess to rescue, so let's go do that.
Sure. Okay, so that pretty much sets up the scene here. So what we'll do is I will drag everyone into the map, and we shall get going. So, everyone happy with the characters? Everyone ready to go? We're excited for this completely not related to Star Wars game. I mean D&D. Sorry, D&D. Oh, that's what we're playing today, right? Okay, so you should. I hope to God everyone has vision.
I had to look for it, but yeah.
Yeah, it should be top left. Sam, if you can see everything again, that's it. I'm done. I'm just walking away straight away. I'm just straight up done. Like, fuck that shit.
We're good.
We're all good. Okay, so what you can see around you is basically the prison. Now, what has happened is you guys have made your daring break into the prison area. You've kind of managed to get past the guards through a combination of luck, sheer cunning, and kind of a little bit of brutality involved as well. Now, Lula, you won't have known anything. You don't know who these people are. You don't know anything about this. These random guys have just appeared in the prison. I mean, they beat up the guards, so that's got to be something useful that you could maybe deal with. But yeah, the guys have basically fought their way in. They've been chased by guards, so there are guards behind you, and the door to the south you've blocked up. And you found the princess, and you're here, but you're trapped. So we'll kick off the action at that point, and you guys can kind of come straight in and do the heroic lady saving stuff, and come up with some kind of creative way of getting yourself out of this sticky situation.
Louis drags the crossbow bolt he just shot this guard with out of his head and starts heading forward.
Okay, so you guys will see Lula in a prison cell. Now, the vision is a bit iffy there because there are bars and a doorway, but she's there. You can see her. How are you going to break her out?
Here, Lunk. Is that our princess that we're rescue?
Looks like it. Hey, princess, I'm here to save you.
Oh, thank the stars!
You guys.
Right, how are we gonna get these bars out of the way?
While I talk to the pretty lady, I look through this desk, which is over here,
Yep. Okay.
and the
I
guards and
then take a key off one of the guards.
You assuming that the guards have a key?
They should.
They should. You're right. But do they?
Fucking, do you know what?
Roll.
You know what assuming does?
Okay, so Louis, give me an investigation. I assume you're looking for something particular on this desk?
stuff. Well, keys and documents and
Sure.
stuff.
Okay. You give me an investigation roll on that. And Lunk, you do the same, but for the guards.
16.
Okay.
Or 22 if I have advantage for some reason.
That's one thing I should point out, is that you guys should all have a background of sorts, and each of those will have ideals and bonds and all the other flaws and personality traits. If you act to those, you will get inspiration, which will take form of advantage when you get it. If you feel you've acted out one of those traits, then happy days. Let me know, and I'll probably miss it, even though I created the characters, because I'll be doing other stuff. But yeah, let me know, and we'll make sure you get that little orange dot on your character, and you can use advantage when you remember to use it. If you say you haven't got any, then that's my straight up derping. But I'm pretty sure
Yeah, well,
everyone does.
I'm good. I got stuff.
Yep.
Me too.
Hey, Louis, what you got there?
Louis, you find a key. In fact, it's a ring of keys. One looks like it's for the cell, one looks like it's for the other cell, and one looks like it's for the door that you've kind of barricaded up and kind of shoved the body up against, which you can hear there are guards trying to break through from the other side. So I'm assuming you guys will have like basically damaged the lock so that they can't open it, and it's jammed in that regard. But they will be like,
There's a crossbow bolt in the lock.
Okay, yeah, that fits.
So, is there visible locks on, like, for the prison bars, like the cells?
It'll just be like a key lock. Yeah.
All right, step aside, lads. I got this one. And I'm gonna whip out my thieves' tools and try to pick the lock.
What do you got?
I will I have the keys and I will throw them to the captain.
Oh bloody! I'm not going through all these. Sorry, let me have a go first.
Or three of them. Yeah, that's right. No, that's fair. Okay, so is it a lockpick roll? Is there a lockpick roll, or is it sleight of hand? I cannot remember which roll actually applies to that. And let me have a quick...
I could do a straight dex if that's...
give me that for now, and yeah, we'll just do that.
And before you ask, no, I'm not a little short to be a storm guard.
In fact, you're incredibly tall. You're a half orc.
I'm a little...
I see they've sent the best of the best.
So Captain Olo, you will unsuccessfully pick the lock. Maybe you should look to your first mate.
Sorry, it's just dodgy picks, you know? It's just dodgy picks.
It happens, Cap, and I will throw him the keys.
Alright, let's give this a go then.
Okay. You
Yeah,
try the first key?
Just gonna start trying keys.
Yep, okay, so the first two keys don't work. Sod's Law, it's always the last key you try. Yep. And the door will open. Yay, happy days!
Excellent.
Meanwhile, like, you've seen these guys come in. Okay, so this is to Lula here. You've seen these guys come in, kill these guards, bumble at picking the lock, and then be like, "Oh, okay, we'll just straight up use the keys." Yeah, that makes sense. So you know, you're not behind a wall or anything. You are their bars, so you can freely communicate with them and things like that. So you should now find that you can see the door is now gone. It is open, and you should be able to freely move out and interact with them should you wish to.
Thank you, noble heroes. Who is the leader of this stalwart band of adventurers?
I think you'll find that'll be me, Captain Hans Olu, at your service, Majesty.
Ah, very good. And I assume you've arranged an escape for us as well.
Well, yes and no.
Well, we know the way out at least.
Right,
What
thanks,
is
Louis.
the
Yes,
plan?
we know the way out, but we can't get out.
So you guys will know that there are probably about 20 guards at the other side of that door to the south, and they're hammering on this door. So they are, like, you can hear there's like, you know, there's kind of, and so okay, what if you made that out or not? That's fine. But basically, it sounds like they have a way of getting in, and someone's off to fetch it.
So, don't mean to be alarming, but we should probably find an alternative means of getting the fuck out of here.
I wonder
Is
if
there
there's
a
a
wa-
track duct or something in here.
Glorious GM, is there a window in this?
This is
Feels
a fully
area.
enclosed area, but you can roll me a perception if you would like to investigate the area somewhat.
I wonder if there's a hole
fact,
made with trash or something.
Are you specifically looking for something, or are you just are you investigating the room, or are you just kind of like glancing around? Because investigation is fine.
Since I have proficiency in perception, I'll do that.
Okay, I'll let you do that.
I would also do that, looking around for an...
Okay, you're all welcome to. Yep, if you want to investigate the room or do perception, then either roll will be fine.
20.
Wow. So Louis, we'll see what anyone else. Yep. So Louis finds up here there are what appears to be some like fallen down, like the wall's kind of rough on this side, not as smooth as anywhere else. And in fact, there are some kind of like some pieces of the wall have like fallen out onto the floor. So the wall is possibly weaker in this area.
I'm gonna smash it.
Okay.
So athletics.
Right, just roll me an attack roll.
An attack
Right, I
roll?
pointed out
Okay.
to this. I might want to fight these bastards.
Oh,
Okay.
Easy, Louis.
The 7. I mean, sure, you'll start chipping away at the wall. I mean, you start hammering away, and it's kind of like you're hitting it like here, where it's maybe not as weak as the other areas. So you will start like hammering away at it with the sword, but it doesn't seem to be giving away as much. Maybe you should try a slightly different area.
I'll do that.
Okay. Does anyone else wish to attack the wall or suggest alternate means?
I will smile happily and ready my crossbow to fight everything that comes inside.
Okay, you're readying an action. That's fine.
My
And,
background
yeah.
is that violence is always the answer to challenge, so...
Yeah, sure. You can have it.
Yeah, I'll give this wall a go.
Okay. Now, you'll note that he's pointed out this area specifically, and you know what? I should probably have... Yeah, that'll be fine. So the combination of you two working together, you're like, hang on a minute, we should go to this specific area. And you kind of like start jabbing away, and like Lunk's there hammering away with the sword as well, and a combination of the two of you will basically do this and remove that.
See, just needed a halfling's touch, right?
Well done.
I love it. This combination. You've got 2 halflings and 2 half-orcs. I love it. Okay, so you guys have managed to break down the wall. Now there is a heavy thud coming from the door to the south. It sounds like they've basically got some kind of battering ram and are trying to get through the door that way.
Right, quick as we can. After you, princess.
Now this place, it smells bad, by the way, just so you know. It's not the most fragrant of places. Like,
You're certain we have no other way?
Oh, it's either this way, or we try and battle through however many peeps are out there.
Very well. Roll my eyes.
Alright, let's keep going. Oh, it smells in here.
so you guys will make your way into what looks like a sewer. Very
Good.
sewer.
Look, this is smellier than when you've been to the lab, mate. Good lord.
Is
I
Louis a
take that
particularly
as a compliment.
okay. Okay, so the sewers there. You've got like the running trickle of like, well, let's just be blunt, excrement, running down into what looks like an open drain at the other end. It just seems to be this hole in the ground. I know that the map shows that there's a grate there, but it's an open hole. Are you guys wanting to do anything about the wall behind you, or are you just kind of like just
I will
leave it?
look
Well,
out
it's-
and
Go on.
I will look out and see if there is like any guards I can shoot before going in, but I guess there's not.
There's nothing coming in yet. No.
Is there a way to collapse it behind us?
Am I correct in thinking that my burglar pack comes with ball bearings?
Sure, we'll let you have something funny like that.
Then I'll fucking throw some ball bearings around.
You're going for like the Home Alone marble effects, like they're coming along and sort of like do the yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
slow them down and the rubble and okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so you've basically got a means of slowing them down behind you, and kind of like you look around this sewer and there's like a big heavy grate to the north. Now you don't see any real way that you could probably get through that. You don't have like the equipment to cut that thickness of metal. These are like solid bars. But yeah, the water does seem to be like running out into a hole down here, and you could simply follow the trail of shit.
Well, looks like this is the only way to go.
I can tell from my experience and years on the sea that all rivers lead to the ocean. So let's follow.
Down the rabbit hole. I will jump inside.
Okay,
Who said
you'll
that?
you'll jump down into the hole. It's big enough for like maybe one at a time. Maybe the 2 halflings could go down together, but certainly the orcs will go down one by one. And who's leading the group?
I will be leading, of course.
Alright.
Okay.
In the face.
So you will basically pop out there. Who's next?
Me.
Long.
I am always behind the captain.
Oh, okay. So Louis will pop out, and then Lunk.
Lua, then. So
Oh,
I'll bring
Lula,
it up
and then-
Lula.
okay.
Lula.
So
I'll
you,
bring it up
basically
Lula.
you'll travel through this pipe, and it's nasty. It's all kinds of nasty. Like in fact, where the water runs down, it's like it kind of collects some of the solid mass at the lower end of this pipe, and then kind of goes off into another room, and then kind of has this almost like a collection pool at the bottom, which you kind of splash out into. It's maybe like half a foot deep, which It's probably like knee high for the halflings. But yeah, you'll splash out into this room, and there you go. You have traversed the sewer.
Let's get you up on the solid, not wet ground, Lula.
As the princess falls down on me, I like bloop. Watch it there, princess.
Ah, you saved my fall. Thank you kindly, stranger.
I will rise up from the shit and like.
Louis is a particularly hairy guy as well. Just saying, he's got like full on beard going on and like the hair coming down. So yeah, that's not going to be pleasant.
I've told you we need one of those wizards with all the cleaning things.
Okay, so you are in a new room. You've splashed down. What would you like to do?
Well, does there seem to be a door over here?
That's correct.
I want to try the handle.
The door appears to be unlocked.
Alright, and then I slowly open the door. Stealthily.
Okay, roll me a stealth
With
check.
stealth in mind.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you open this door, like, you peek out the door, and, whereas like a big heavy door like this, you'd expect like a of opening. No, this is smooth as, like someone's been around with a WD-40 recently and made sure the hinges were squeaky clean. So the door will literally glide open like a salmon on a swan, like a swan on a lake, or a salmon.
Like a salmon on a swan.
Yeah, on a lake.
The swan salmons of Juniper 7.
Like the whisper of the salmon.
But yeah,
I'm envisioning like us all kind of individually sticking our heads out at various heights.
So yeah, you could, if you want to do that, that would be fine. Like leaning over each other, like
Yeah.
having a little look. So the door will open, and you'll be able to sort of look down south, so this way, and basically be able to see that there is nothing necessarily in the corridor. Now, Lula, part of your reason for being here was that you were aware of plans. Something was afoot. Something destructive. So your whole reason for being here and subsequently being captured was to find out what was going on. There was mutterings of some death-related object that would decimate villages. And you're here to find out what that is. And you're pretty stubborn about these things. Okay?
All right, men, now that we're here, I can tell you the plan.
Plan?
Alright. Hang on. What, plan to get over here, I expect, right?
No, something far more sinister.
Sinister from you?
It seems these dark forces have some sort of machination in play, some sort of master weapon that they plan on using to take over this area. And the whole reason for my getting captured was to find out what it was they were planning. Now we have the freedom and the manpower to stop them.
I turn to Lunk. Here, you knew about this?
No, I didn't know about this.
Because no reward is worth this.
Well, 10 times the money would maybe be worth it.
Well, I can't let anyone get hurt. So,
I can.
if the princess wants to go stop the thing, then we'll go stop the thing.
I mean, if money is the issue, I mean, I am a princess. I am a noble of significant worth. And I'm sure there'd be titles and rubies and all sorts of things your
So what
people would like.
What kind
What are
of...
we waging here? What terms are we coming to right now? Because I'm feeling like I'm not getting properly compensated for this adventure right now.
Well, you can always turn back the way you came.
Yeah, climb up the shit chute, dude.
Not to be rude or anything, Princess, but I think I'm your one and only way of getting out of here alive, to be honest.
Well, and then it would seem to me that I'd be the only way that you're getting out alive as well.
That sounds quite prideful, Sam. Sure, you can have it. Although I think everyone is on top of each other. So, no, wait. Yeah, they are. Okay. So, what do you want to do? You want to set out and that you cannot see anything patrolling the hallways.
I grab the scruff of Hans' collar and pull him back in. Look around first.
We just did.
We did look around. There's nothing near me.
I will follow Hans.
I will slow... He's back inside, by the way, is he? Or...
Okay.
I look over towards the north?
To the north? Okay, you look up to the north, and there are what appear to be like... obviously, the hallway's lit up by these sort of candlesticks along the way, and then it looks like there are a couple of closed doors. In fact, there are a couple of closed doors to the south as well, and what appear to be sort of suits of armor on display, sort of commemorating. You know, they have like a little plaque underneath them. You're too far away to actually make out what they say, but you can see that there is like a metal plaque at the bottom of each of these stands. These suits of armor, you would recognize these as armor of the Storm Guards. So you could probably assume that they're related, you know, there's some suit of armor of fallen guards or something along those lines.
Alright, we're good.
Right, Princess, I think we will come to terms later on. We'll just focus on getting out of here first, alright? So, if you'd just like to follow me, we're going to head up here, alright? And I'm just going to go up and check this door here.
Well, I presumed my rescuers would know the layout of the area from which they broke into.
Oh, sure, we knew the layout where we're getting into. We don't know the way out, though. Oh, rather, we knew the way out, but then it got blocked off, so now we're improvising.
These must not be the halflings I was looking for.
Hey!
I'm certainly the half-orc you're looking for.
I got no problem with you, big, tall, and handsome.
Oh,
I must say, your surgeon wasn't infected from the inside of a cell.
I've calling a beat on that, by the way. That was beautiful. So yeah, okay.
Is this door locked?
You rattle the handle, and it's like appears to be locked.
All right, time for these picks to prove themselves worthy of the hands of Hans Olu.
Indeed, they did so well the first time.
Or you could try the keys first, Cap.
Sass. I fucking love it.
I know I lost the keys in the shit pipes.
Well, lucky I picked them up then.
Oh, you guys, it's like he has your back. He's
See,
like
that's
a
why I keep you
successful.
around, Louis.
He's like a successful Journable actually having your back, as opposed to having your back. So what we'll do is we'll give you a beat for the halflings. Okay, so you want to try and pick the lock again? Okay, go for
Yeah.
it.
So what do I roll dex again for you?
Yeah,
or-
just roll me a dex. Oh, does the lock seems to come open? A lot smooth, like almost as if it was a key you were using instead of your tools. So you know you do your kind of fiddling around, and it's just like clunk, and the door opens, and you
See, Princess, that's how you handle a lock.
Excellent, you've discovered a closet. Good job.
You can have your inspiration for that as well. This fucking sass is real. I love it. I'll give you the dot of greenness. Louis has the dot of greenness too, and yeah, okay. So you open the door. There's a chest there. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna
Careful, Captain.
check the chest for traps.
Oh, okay. And how would you like to go about doing that?
In the
Just
true
gonna kind
Star
pat around, well, kind of feel around it for wires, so anything around the lid based, so not actually touching the chest. Just feeling around for wires and stuff first, and then if that's clear, then I'll try and just kind of shimmy it about and just generally check.
So you want to investigate it, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
In the true Dark Souls fashion, I'm going to smack it with my sword.
No, you shoot a bow at it from far, far away.
I now have Roll20 being a derp. Great. Okay, so your investigation brings up no sign of any trap.
I don't believe the device of gross destruction is in that tiny box.
You never know. Powerful things come in small packages, my love.
And fucking Lunk just like nudges you out of the way. Like, how do you attack the chest with your natural crit?
I bring up my sword, and then I bring it down as hard as I can on top of the chest.
You notice that his sword has an odd yellow glow to it for no real reason other than it's glowing yellow.
And a yellow streak in the air, and then it lands right on top of the chest. I'm kind of hoping it's a mimic.
So,
Zoom, zoom, zoom. Does it make that
so you
vibrating
literally
sound
just
too?
go, vroom!
Yep.
As it swings through the air, it does kind of make this like vroom kind of noise, but we don't know why that is. It just seems to be a staple thing for the Storm Guard. Maybe it resonates with something, we don't know. So you would decimate the lid of this chest. Inside, you'll find that there is like gems and maybe some papers and things like that, but mainly valuables. Like when I say papers, you sort of take one out and you look at it. It seems to be like an order, almost like an order for parts and payment delivery, sort of that kind of papers. Maybe some bribery notes of other things, and yeah, it seems to be almost like payment for materials.
Well, it's not stealing if I need it more, so I'm going to grab it.
And you can give yourself a dot. Yes.
Oh, clearly these gems were meant to fund this whatever device these people are inventing. So feel free, take your share.
I am going to have to very quickly reload my Roll20 because it is derping out. So I will be with you shortly on that regard. But yeah, there's money here, and there are notes of sale, promise. I can't remember the proper term for that, but yeah. So you basically take some of the cash, the gold, and did you give yourself a dot? You did not? I will give you a dot. There we go.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
I accidentally backed out.
That's right. Okay, so you've discovered the closet, you've discovered the chest with stuff, and you're still in a corridor.
I'm going to hand the papers to Lula. Here, has anything mentioned anything about your gross weapon of destruction? You know, it's a bunch of order fleets there, but have a stiff through, love.
Yes, don't mind if I do, so long as we do so while we're walking.
So you'll carry on up the corridor. You'll pass these sort of statues. You have a look at the first one you get to. You look through the plans as well whilst you're walking. Turns out these are not the plans you're looking for. I had to. You got there first, but yeah, I had that ready.
Are you telling me that it was a trap?
It's a trap. No, just a red herring. Yeah, basically it's like a manifest for materials, lots of materials, and kind of some of them are a bit unusual. Like there's some machinery type order in there, as well as like a very specific kind of metal that's like a high density kind of thing. So yeah, there seems to be something to do with these, but it doesn't give you what you were looking for.
I'm sure our mechanics back home would drool over whatever these are for, but they do look important. Good job, everyone.
It will cost extra.
Thank you, Princess.
We'll just add it to the wager. Don't worry about it, Louis. We got this covered.
All right.
You did your title thing earlier on.
Okay, I investigate these things.
So you look at the first statue. Okay, so the first suit of armor you get to, it's like the standard suit of armor that you would sort of expect from a storm guard. Now, you sort of look down at the plinth at the bottom, and it's like this honor guard. Lord Darius, we'll call him Lord Darius, of the Storm Guard, died 20 years ago defending the keep for some heroic reason that doesn't make much sense, but we'll just throw that in there. So yeah, it seems to be like his suit of armor, and you can see there are like the odd dent in the armor where obviously like wounds have been inflicted, and it's sort of been repaired as best it can be. So it does look like it was a working suit of armor. Maybe it was even the suit of armor that this guy wore before he died. You do have another sort of door on the left. It appears to be locked as well.
I will try the keys this time. Let's see if they work.
The shitty keys? Sadly, they don't appear to be a skeleton key. They just seem to be keys that were relevant to the guard area. So you try the keys and like they kind of just don't, they don't engage the mechanism on the inside. You'll try all three of them and they don't seem to fit. In fact, the larger one doesn't seem to want to go in the lock at all.
Step aside, Louis. Time for your captain to show what he's worth once again.
Oh, we're up to 20 retweets already, by the way. So at 30, there will be a giveaway. You'll pick the lock, no problem, and open the door. Are you just opening this door straight up, or are you being careful about it?
I'm just flying this door open. I have no care for in the world.
You find another chest.
I was
metal.
going to say this chest looks a bit more menacing than the last. Let me just give it a quick poke.
So what are you going to do? Oh, you're actually just straight up going to attack it?
Yeah.
Okay. You will attack it, and it seems to be like made of metal. And you sort of go at it with a short sword. You sort of maybe follow it up with a two, where you're like, ha! And the lid just sort of bounces open. Turns out it wasn't locked. Good job.
Better safe than sorry, lads. All right.
Yeah, there's fucking mimics everywhere.
I don't know why you guys are trying to stab chests. Like, what's that all about?
They could be mimics.
We have been around.
So much like we had a bad experience in a previous one-shot.
Forever. What do you mean? For reference, would you like to share a little bit about that? It's very simple. No? Okay, good.
No.
So yeah, you find a chest. Now in this chest, it sort of looks like more paperwork. It's like copies of ledgers and sort of toing and froing of goods. There's a couple of notes of kind of bribes being recorded in here. So it looks like whatever they're doing, they are manipulating others to help them build it.
Whatever I just don't want, I will just take to. So I will have some materials to fuck around with them later, since I do seems to be good at forging stuff.
Okay, so you want to take some of these bribery notes just in case.
Are you saying that there is slavery involved here?
It seems to be more kind of like blackmailing. We're aware of the dirty things you got up to with insert maiden name, kind of that level of stuff. It doesn't seem to be slave related, and you already have your inspiration, so fuck off. So the chest is basically full of like documents that they're obviously keeping for safe keeping for safekeeping. You progress around. You've investigated the suit of armor, and there's another door at the end of the corridor, and then the corridor kind of breaks off to the east. What do you guys want to do?
I try the handle.
The handle to the door appears to just it's not locked, and the door will swing open.
Oh, hey.
Can you actually, whilst you're there, Lunk, roll me a d20, please? Okay, carry on.
I got a 9.
Carry on.
Oh, great, you actually found a closet.
Alright, I'm going to walk in, see what's what.
Okay, so you walk into a closet, and basically it's a storeroom as opposed to a small closet this time. It seems to contain like lots of supplies. You will go up and investigate like the sacks and the barrels, and it seems to be kind of like food supplies for like the standing guard here. Mainly that's what's in this room.
All right.
Amazing. I start heading down the hall.
Yeah, I'm not interested, so I'm following.
Okay.
I take whatever's in there.
So you just take a selection, all of it? You will not be able to
No. I take a selection of whatever food and supplies that I might need. And,
You planning a bloody picnic, Lug? We're trying to get out here.
Maybe.
Oh, a picnic would be nice once we get out of here.
Oh, your priorities though, Princess. Come on.
Okay. You're carrying on down. There seem to be more of these suits of armors. Now, some of them are a bit different. They look as though they're newer. Some of them are a bit more worn. Like they sort of seem to be intermingled. Like, all of them have a plaque at the bottom. In fact, can you all roll me a d20, please? You've kind of moved a little bit further past it, but yeah, we'll... Okay, so Louis and Serranus, in fact, let me just double check Louis.
I rolled a 14.
Yeah, you're good. And 15. Louis is good as well. So as you're sort of getting up to this this area, now this is some big, thick, heavy doors, and they seem to be shut. You hear like a very, very muffled like from somewhere behind you.
I will turn around and clip open the visor of the armor.
Roll me initiative. You know what? Let me get the thing up, and then we can. Oh, it's doing it. It's fine. Okay, we got it. We caught it just in time. We're good. So I have got this somewhere. There it is. Okay. So yeah, as you flick this up, the first suit of armor you investigated, and the only suit of armor you investigated, was indeed an empty suit of armor. Some of them, however, were not.
Well, shit.
I thought these decorations were subpar.
And they were moving, so inconvenient.
Right. Okay, so what I will do is I will very quickly add a turn and... Wow. Fucking wow. In fact, you know what? I'm just... yeah. So, clearly wasn't expecting it. You've caught them by surprise as opposed to the other way around. Okay, so there are 3 guards. So as you flick the visor open, he'll kind of look at you like, oh shit. You surprise kind of look, because they're trying to catch you guys off guard, and yeah, that didn't really work out. In fact, I need to roll one more. Oh, good God, really? Fucking
Since I did expect something to be there, can I have one of my swords out and like have it ready to strike?
Sure, you could have lifted the visor up with a sword.
Sure.
How's that? Okay. So we have them, Lunk, Louis, and oh shit, that's the wrong thing. Sword descending, and you know what? Before we get into that, how about we take top of the hour? It's slightly early, but we can come back and then hit it on the hour and go straight into a combat.
Nice.
Okay, there we go.
I need to step away.
I am happy to man the guns. If people need to step away, and we will come back in 3 to 5 minutes, and we'll get this combat on.
I will step away. I'll be back soon.
Okay,